My name is Emily. I'm 28 years old. And today I'm going to tell you about the day my own mother closed the door on me and my daughter. The day that broke me completely, but also the day that changed everything. People always say mothers are supposed to be your safe place, um, the one person who never turned their back on you. Well, my story is different. My mother did turn her back, and she did it when I needed her the most. Let me take you back to where it all started. I was 23 when I met Jake. Charming, sweet, everything I thought I wanted. We got married fast, maybe too fast. Within a year, I had my beautiful daughter, Mia. She was my whole world, still is. But Jake, he changed. The moment Mia was born, he became distant, cold. He started staying out late, coming home drunk. I tried to make it work. I really did. For Mia, for our family. My mom never liked Jake. She told me from the beginning, Emily, that man is trouble. But I didn't listen. I was young and stupid and thought I knew better. And honestly, I think she never forgave me for that. When Mia turned 3, things got worse. Jake lost his job. He started drinking more. And then one night, he just left, packed his bags, and walked out. No explanation. No goodbye to his own daughter. Just gone. I was devastated. I had no job because I'd been staying home with Mia. No savings. Jake took everything. I couldn't even pay rent. So I did what any desperate daughter would do. I went to my mother. I packed whatever we had left, took Mia's hand, and showed up at my childhood home. It was raining that evening, cold, heavy rain. Mia was shivering. I knocked on the door. My mom opened it. She looked at me, then at Mia, then back at me. Her face was blank, cold. Mom, please, I said. We have nowhere to go. Just for a few days until I figure things out. You know what she said? You made your choices, Emily. You didn't listen to me. You married that loser. Now deal with it. I couldn't believe it. Mom, please, look at Mia. She's cold. She's scared. Please. My daughter looked up at her grandmother with those big, innocent eyes. Grandma, please, I'm cold. My mother's expression didn't change. She looked at my baby girl and said, You should have thought about her before you ruined your life. And then she closed the door right in our faces. I stood there in the rain, holding my crying daughter, staring at that closed door. I felt something break inside me, not just my heart, my entire spirit. Before I tell you what happened next, hit that subscribe button real quick. We spent that night in my car. Mia cried herself to sleep in the back seat. I sat there in the driver's seat, numb, empty. I had never felt so alone in my entire life. The next morning, I knew I had to do something. I couldn't let my daughter suffer because of my mistakes. So I started looking for work, any work. I applied everywhere: coffee shops, retail stores, cleaning services. Finally, a small diner hired me as a waitress. The pay wasn't much, but it was something. I found a tiny apartment, one bedroom. The paint was peeling, the heater barely worked, but it was ours. I put Mia in daycare and worked double shifts, morning to night. My feet hurt, my back ached, but I kept going for her. Months passed. I didn't hear from my mother, not once, not even a call to check on her granddaughter. It hurt. Man, it hurt so bad. But that pain, it fueled me. I started taking online courses at night after Mia fell asleep, business management. Um, I wanted to build something stable, something that would give my daughter the life she deserved. One evening, a regular customer at the diner noticed how hard I worked. Her name was Mrs. Patterson. Sweet, older lady who always left generous tips. Emily, she said one day, you're too smart to be doing this forever. What are your dreams? I almost laughed. Dreams? I didn't have time for dreams. but something made me open up to her. I want to start my own business someday, I admitted. Maybe a catering company. I love cooking, but it's just a silly dream. She smiled. Dreams aren't silly, honey. They're blueprints. Turns out Mrs. Patterson was a retired businesswoman, wealthy, connected, and for some reason, she saw something in me. She became my mentor. She taught me everything about running a business, helped me create a business plan, even introduced me to potential investors. 2 years later, I launched my catering company, started small, just me and one assistant, but word spread fast. My food was good, my service was better, people loved us. The business grew, I hired more staff, got bigger clients, corporate events, weddings, parties. Within 3 years, I had 3 locations and 20 employees. I moved Mia and me into a beautiful house. Nothing crazy, but it was ours. It had a backyard where she could play, a real kitchen where I could cook her favorite meals. She had her own room, painted pink like she always wanted. Life was good, better than good. I was proud of what I'd built, proud that I'd done it on my own. Mia was 8 now, happy, healthy, doing great in school. She never asked about her dad or her grandmother. She had me, and I made sure that was enough. Then one afternoon, my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer. Hello? Emily, it was my mother's voice. I hadn't heard it in 5 years. My first instinct was to hang up, but curiosity stopped me. What do you want? I asked, keeping my voice flat. I I need to talk to you. Can we meet? I laughed. Actually laughed. Now you want to talk after 5 years? Please, Emily. It's important. Something in her voice sounded off, desperate. But I didn't care. I don't think so, Mom. You closed the door on me. Remember? On your granddaughter. We're fine without you. Emily, wait. I hung up. She called again the next day, and the day after, I ignored every call. Then she showed up at my office. My assistant buzzed me. Emily, there's a woman here to see you. Says she's your mother. I could have had security remove her, but something made me agree to see her. She walked into my office, and I barely recognized her. She looked older, tired, smaller somehow. She looked around my office, the nice furniture, the big windows overlooking the city, the photos of Mia on my desk. You've done well, she said quietly. No thanks to you, I replied coldly. She flinched. Good. Emily, I came to apologize. What I did was wrong. I was angry and stubborn, and I took it out on you and Mia. I'm sorry. I stared at her. You're sorry? That's it? You left us in the rain? Your granddaughter was crying and cold, and you slammed the door in her face? And now you're sorry? Tears filled her eyes. I know. I was horrible. I've regretted it every single day. Please, Emily, let me make it right. Let me meet Mia. Let me be part of your lives again. I stood up. You want to know why you're really here? You heard I'm successful now. You heard I have money. That's why you're back. No, that's not. Get out. Emily, please, I said, get out. She left, crying, broken. And you know what? I didn't feel bad, not even a little bit. A few weeks later, I found out the real reason she came back. Through a cousin I barely spoke to. My mother was sick, cancer, she'd lost her job, her insurance, she was broke and alone. Part of me felt something, maybe pity, maybe old love that never fully died. But the bigger part, the part that remembered holding my crying daughter in the rain, that part felt nothing. She reached out again. Emails this time, begging. She needed help with medical bills. She needed family. I didn't respond. Months passed. I heard through family that she'd moved into a small assisted living facility, that she was asking about Mia, wanting to see her granddaughter before. Um, well, before it was too late, Mia came to me one day. She was 9 now, smart as a whip. Mom, why don't I have a grandma like other kids? My heart clenched. You do, baby. She lives far away. Can we visit her? I looked at my beautiful daughter, um, the one my mother had turned away, and I made a decision. Not yet, sweetheart. Maybe someday. That someday never came. My mother passed away 8 months later. Alone, the cousin called to tell me, asked if I'd come to the funeral. I didn't go. People judged me for it, called me cold, heartless. They said she was still my mother, that I should have forgiven her. But they weren't there that rainy night. They didn't see my daughter's face when her own grandmother rejected her. Um, they didn't feel what I felt. My mother closed the door on me when I was at my lowest. She taught me that I couldn't rely on anyone but myself. And you know what? She was right. Because that closed door pushed me to open bigger ones. I built an empire from nothing. I gave my daughter everything: love, stability, opportunities. Life opened a bigger door for me, and I walked through it without looking back. Today, my company is worth millions. Mia is 12 now, confident, kind, brilliant. She wants to be a chef like her mom. We're happy. We're strong. We're enough. Sometimes people ask if I regret not forgiving my mother. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll feel differently. But right now, I'm at peace with my choice. She made her decision that rainy night, and I made mine. My mother closed the door on me.